happy weekend. It is officially Friday. Hi, my name is Carrie and I write books. And I'm gonna try and do that this weekend. Really kind of slacked off a lot on the 75 hard if you've watched the past couple of vlogs that I've filmed. To get into the middle of week 3 and it's not going well. I mean, it's not that it's not going well, it's just that, like, honestly, the hardest thing that I'm struggling with keeping up with is the reading goal that I've given myself. And it's only just to read a chapter a day, but like recently I just haven't had the time or the energy to sit down and read anything. Like, it's not every day. I think what I'm learning is that I like having habits. I like having things that I do all the time, every day, and having that kind of monotony and routine to my day. I think I like that because I don't have to think about it. Like, I've already carved out the time for it. I've already made the arrangements and, you know, I kind of already know what to do. And I noticed that I'm able to maintain things a whole lot better if I have a habit of it. Like, my morning routine is very specific, and like I have a method to my madness. It's like the order that I do things in. And because I do it all the time, I don't have to think about it, and I'm not thinking in the morning anyway. So like it's a symptom, not a bug, that like I don't have to think about it. It's like what I mean to do. I think with the 75 hard is like just getting into that and like finding what works and finding what can be like a habit that I don't have to think about. It's like, it's not something that I have to take a ton of time like considering and carving out time for. It's just a part of my daily thing. And I would just really like to have it be, well, this is just what I do. That's a part of my day. I don't know. That's my musing. That's my note for this evening. Nothing crazy is going on. If you ask me what is the most difficult thing to write, I will tell you the ending of anything. Sticking the landing, I don't know. There's just a lot of pressure. I struggle to really know like when I'm done. Like, did I close all the loops? Is it done? Because I've started maybe 6, 7 projects throughout my life, but I've only ever finished, or maybe 2, like at least 1. I've only ever really written an ending for 1, which is kind of odd. But like, I don't know, maybe I don't have the sense for where to end things yet, I guess. I'm having to work harder for it. I'm having to sing for my supper. That's fine. And like I said, I'm gonna revise this. It's gonna take a lot of revision. And the more I write, the cleaner my drafts will be first go around. But for now, it's just a massive mess. I don't know. this little thing, it looks like it would be useless, but it is one of the most useful kitchen tools I've ever used.
Story to tell, said to stop you if I'd already heard it. I knew a couple words and let you go, 'cause I knew you preferred it. And I like the sound of you reading your texts. You take off your glasses and pray. Feels like a crowd of you, theories in practice, and I won't fact check you away. You think we're all his creation, and you...
If you listen, you can hear my husband grinding the coffee beans. Best morning sound. Best.
You bought me a figurine, baby. I laughed at the weird souvenir. You watched me pack in your baggage. Guess I'm just a tourist here.
I have some notes, I have some musings. Recently, I have been thinking a lot about how, like, I'm not special and how that's totally fine. My books are not, my story ideas, they're not unique. My particular voice is distinct, but like what I write and how I write it and, you know, the characters and the tropes and the plot devices, like they're all not particularly unique. Like someone's done them before, someone's subverted them before. someone's done it before and they've probably done it better. Sure, the way that I might write about that might be distinct. I'm not convinced that that is what's going to make me successful. If I'm ever going to actually publish a book that people will read, it's not going to be because I did the next big thing. How I view success would be that I finish a book, I publish it, people read it, and some people, like maybe a percentage, say this is a really good book. I do think that when it comes to success, there is a balance of like luck of the draw and hard work. And I think those two things, you kind of have to have a little bit of both. Or I think sometimes like your golden ticket is that luck of the draw, but you have to have the hard work. But there's a balance. I don't really know. I'm just kind of looking at it as an outsider. I don't really know, but that's kind of my impression of it. And for a long time, I've been hung up on that particular thing, like that luck of the draw bit, where it would be that I happened to write something that was super unique and different and hit a gap in the market just at the right time. It takes off like Paranormal Romance in the early 2000s. Like it just for a long time, I've just been like hung up on that. I don't have a story that's important enough to publish. I enjoy writing for the heck of it, but like if I want to publish, I want to publish something that I think people will read. And if I come out with that intention that I intend to publish whatever it is I'm working on, and then I fail, isn't there like a little bit of shame in that? Like, dang, you said you were gonna do this thing and you said you were standing on that with all 10 of your toes, and here we are, and everything sucks. I perceive, like in my mind's eye, I'm like, I kind of see myself being really shameful and embarrassed that I put so much effort and work into something on this scale and then have nothing to show for it, even after years. What if it is embarrassing? What if I do look dumb and naive? What if I should have spent more time studying the thing, learning about the thing, listening to other people and watching other people do the thing? And if I had just like waited a little bit longer, if I had just matured a little bit more, then maybe I wouldn't be so dang cringe and stupid. And so for many, many years, I just kind of wrote because it's what I enjoy to do and didn't say anything about it, because as long as I didn't admit that it was something that I cared about, as long as I didn't admit that it was a dream of mine, there was no threat of actual failure. There was no real accountability for my failure. The other side of that coin is that there was no accountability for my successes either. But I think I would have been happy just to continue to write forever, like, and just have that be my solitary action that I, for no particular reason outside of that, it is something that I genuinely enjoy to do. If I didn't have this dream of holding a printed copy of my finished book published. So then the rubber comes to meet the road. The question became, okay, what is the biggest thing that I can control that is keeping me from doing this, that is keeping me from achieving that dream? It was that hang up. It was the mental battle of just like never admitting that it was real, and never committing publicly, never committing within a small circle of people. It was me, myself, and I, and we had this dark little secret. It just wasn't real. And I wished so badly that I could wake up one day and be at the end of whatever journey I would have to traverse in order to get what I wanted. And that's just not how things work. You don't black out during the slog, the trek up the mountain. That's the part you remember probably being the most significant amount of time between like beginning and finishing. So despite all my fears and the realities of how good or bad my books may or may not be, what is the thing that will keep me from success? And it is just never doing it, never committing to it, never admitting that I have a book to be read, continuing to stay in the cycle of thinking about doing it and reading about doing it and watching people on the internet do it. And like there's so many times that I have watched author tubers go from start to finish in a project, and all of a sudden the time passes and they're posting that video, that they're a debut, that they signed with an editor. Watch that cycle repeat. Just think like, it's not time, it's not good enough yet, and I can keep putting it off and kicking the can down the road until I'm old and gray and my arthritis keeps me from typing. If I ever want that step up from where I am now, I gotta get over the fear of shame and the fear of being embarrassing and cringy. I've got to get over that. I mean, as cliche as it sounds, it's really true. It was just do it. And the people who can endure the 7 books that never make it and the 120 rejections and continue to do the thing and just show up every day, and they stop stop saying tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. You tell someone, this is what I'm doing. Baby steps though. I told my husband, slowly kind of told my parents. I didn't realize how refreshing support would feel. Even though I know that they personally don't expect it from me, there is that pressure now to like make sure that it's good, make sure that you actually follow through. I need people who write. I need people who do what I do. And so I got on Discord. I would like to say that it was kind of a nothing, that I was wrong, that I didn't need like internet friends, but it's actually kind of changed the game. Within the first week of being in this writing group, I had posted a chapter that I had written for the first time ever in my life. I posted some of my writing onto an internet forum, and some of the people actually read it and said that they liked it. Like, what? That's not at all what I expected to happen. We're actually gonna meet in like 45 minutes and chat on how our writing weeks have been. Encourage one another, and I don't know any of these people personally. They're from around the world. I've known them for now, I guess it's been like 4 weeks. Like, there are things that I wouldn't have done. I wouldn't have even dreamed of doing. One of my side quests was send off some of my work to an editor just to see what they said. Like, I paid for that. Like, I wouldn't have ever thought that it was a worthwhile investment, and got some really positive and helpful feedback from an actual editor. It was crazy. 10 out of 10 will do again. But like, I would have never thought, oh yeah, I should definitely invest some actual dollar bills into this. So the writing group has changed the game. And I've gone completely off script at this point. That's the musing, that's the inspirational speech. It's still baby steps, but you're just doing it little by little. You do the thing that freaks you out. I realize that the accountability is more valuable than it is scary. That's it. I don't really know how to land this plane. As the people at the Nike once said, just do it, I would have to agree.